Hello again and welcome to another edition of Suds and Country. Hi, I'm Herb Suds and welcome to the show, my friends. Today we're in Jackson, New Jersey at Iron Acres Railroad. And I have the owner of Iron Acres Railroad right beside me. Mike, how you doing?
Good, Herb. Good to see you again.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming
Met you in
down.
Edison a
Yes,
while
that's
back.
right. That's right. We had a great time up there, didn't we?
Darn right. Well,
Yep,
I'm going to ride
good.
that train again.
Absolutely. We'll let you take it right around.
Tell me what Iron Acres Railroad is and what we're doing here on this Memorial Day.
Iron Acres is basically, it's my dream. As a little kid, I always wanted my own backyard railroad. Was always interested in trains. Didn't really want to do the club thing, wanted my own thing. So set out as years went on to build my own railroad on my own property and that I could share with other people. It's a private venture. It's not something that's open to the public. And there's a group of about 8 or 9 of us, and we get together every Monday night and we build the trains and we build and maintain everything that you see here. And then once or twice a year, we have other members that come in from out of state, because we have out of state members. We also belong to the Carrollwood Pacific Historical Society, which is part of the Walt Disney preservation of his railroad legacy.
Sure.
And what we do there is the Carrollwood members and my members, we all get together. We're all part of the same organization, and we get together this Memorial Day weekend and we celebrate the heritage of the Walt Disney Railroad story. And we'll have a banquet this evening, and Michael Brogy will be here to put on a presentation about it, and we all get together and play trains and have a grand old time.
How many miles of track do you have here?
Right now we have currently 2,800 feet, a little over a half a mile. If you count in all the sidings and switch leads and stuff, we have just about a mile of track, but the actual running main line is 2,800 feet.
How long did it take that lay that in, 2,800 feet?
We started in 1998, and in 2000 we completed the original loop, which was 1,600 feet, and then last year we cut in and put in roughly another 1,200 to 1,300 feet of main.
What'd they call that back in 1869 with the promontory point, Utah, the Golden Spike?
Golden Spike.
Yeah.
Yep, we did that right here,
Did
April
you?
4th of 2000. We had our own Golden Spike ceremony, and we had a grand old time.
I bet.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go for a ride?
Absolutely.
Well, let's go for a ride.
You got it, buddy.
Henry, you're the engineer in this Iron Acres Railroad. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. What's it take to be an engineer? What are your qualifications?
Qualifications on this railroad? General knowledge of trains and just love of trains.
How long you been involved in railroading?
This is my second summer.
And you having fun?
Loads of fun.
Loads of fun. How many trips you make around those acres?
Quite a few. Hundreds.
You know every inch of track already, huh?
Yep. Laid some track.
Did you?
Rode a lot of track. It's a labor of love.
It's a great hobby, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Are you about ready to pull out of the station now?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're going to watch you pull out of the station. Thanks for being on the show, Henry.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Let's watch him pull out of the station. Go ahead. I'll stand right here. Well, my friends, I continue to walk around Iron Acres Railroad here in Jackson, New Jersey. I happen to bump into a retired engineer from the Pennsylvania Railroad. His name is Foreman Applegate. Welcome to the show, my friend.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to meet you.
This is the first day I got to see Mike's Iron Acres. I'm impressed.
I'm impressed, too. What an operation, huh? Let's talk about
right.
some of your history. You worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad with steam engines.
That's right. We had steam engines in every kind of service, freight and passenger. I started in 1942, and almost all of our engines were hand-fired steam engines. We had passenger and freight as well. We had some electrics on the main line. I usually worked out of Bayhead. Down there we had the passenger engine was a K4, and the 3750 is up in the Strasburg, Pennsylvania Museum now.
Wow.
That's one of the locomotives that we had down there in the service, where we took the commuters from Bayhead to the metropolitan area. We went as far as Perth Amboy or Rahway, then we would cut that steam engine off, and the electric engine would take the engines on to the Elizabeth, Newark, and New York area.
They wouldn't let the steam engine go into the city?
No, you couldn't go into
Isn't that something?
through the tunnel into New York.
Wow.
That was outlawed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what was the most scariest incident you ever had on a train?
Oh, that's... I guess one time we were coming down through Middletown, New Jersey, with a passenger train at about 65 miles an hour, the front end of the main rod separated from the piston and dropped into the dirt. Now, one of the things that can happen, that can act as a jack and flip the engine on its side. But that main rod never went under. It tore the ends off about 1,000 ties before we got stopped.
Wow.
When you put a train into emergency, sometime after that it stops.
What's the stopping distance on 65 miles an hour?
It's probably about 3/4 of a mile
Is it?
for the
That's
size
far.
train that we had.
Right, right.
That's right.
How many cars, what was the longest train you ever pulled? How many cars?
115 freight cars.
Yeah?
115 freight, yeah.
Whoa, that's a lot of weight behind you.
Yeah, we had to, and that was an interchange job. We
Okay.
pulled them down into Jersey City and put that train in on New York Central, turned it over to New York Central
Man,
for
Wow.
running to their territory from there on.
I want to thank you for being on the show. Well, I caught up with another engineer on the Iron Acres Railroad here in Jackson, New Jersey. Jimmy, how you doing?
Good, good, very good.
How long you been an engineer?
This is my 3rd season with Iron Acres.
Qualifications are necessary?
Not really. I mean, you have to know what you're doing a little bit, but
How fast have you gone with this thing?
this locomotive can do 30 miles an hour, but you can't go more than 10, 15 on this track.
Well, let me go back, and I think we got some passengers ready to take off. Hang on a second.
Great.
How's everybody doing?
Great!
All right, you guys all came back from a ride already?
Yeah.
You looking forward to another one?
Yeah.
Hey, let me walk back here. Whoa, look who's here. Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Nice to see you again.
Michael Brogie's here from Walt Disney World.
Well, actually from Disneyland and
Okay.
Walt Disney World.
There you go.
That's right.
We had you on the show a while back. You wrote some books about Disney.
That's correct. We are the Disney Railroad historian.
Hey, well,
Love to talk about Walt and trains and the fun that we have like out here at Mike Venezia's place here at Iron Acres.
boy, it's a great place, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
God.
And lots of families coming out to enjoy it, and we hope a lot more will come out and discover the fun of railroading.
Boy, it sure is.
You got it. Thanks for coming out.
My
Nice to see
pleasure,
you.
Michael. Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
All right. All aboard! Whoa! Well, my friends, we're wrapping up this edition of Southern Country in Jackson, New Jersey at Iron Acres Railroad. Mike, it's been a pleasure.
Herb, it's been great to have you here, and really appreciate you coming down. I hope you and your crew have had a wonderful time.
Some operation, pal.
Well, thank you very much. And
Look who's running the train. We're going for the ride
Foreman
now.
Applegate, you ready to take us for a ride, Foreman?
We're ready.
We're ready.
We got a head engineer here.
Yes, we do.
The real McCoy now.
That's it.
All right, we're going to jump on the railroad. We're going to flip to a video as soon as you get on the railroad. Let's go,
We're
Mike.
going to go for a ride.
All right, Foreman, take it away. Forward!